Welcome to the first day of Vlogmas. I cannot believe we are here again. Vlogmas 2020. It's come round so fast, but at the same time, wow, how much has happened since last year. It's just been the maddest year. Like, how do you even sum up 2020? But hopefully we are going to have so much fun this month. I think December really is one of my favourite months. It's obviously going to be very different to how I would normally do this. Normally there's so much going on, lots of events. I'd be having like the fashion awards this week and just generally lots of festiveness going on. But unfortunately that obviously can't really happen as it normally would. But we will be having fun nonetheless. I did mention this on my stories a few days ago that this year I'd really like Vlogmas to have a bit more purpose. So I would love for there to be something that you can take away from these videos, whether it's in terms of sustainable Christmas gift guides or eco ways of wrapping, things like that. I'm not going to put pressure on myself for that to be with every single video, like today, for example. I have nothing planned. By the way, I only got back to London yesterday. If you haven't already caught on, I have a bit of a cold and I was really worried, so I had a COVID test and it was negative, so it's just a cold. So yeah, but I'm back in London and it feels so good to be here. I haven't really done much, to be honest. I got back late afternoon, I went for a nice walk, and I thought I'll do the same today. I thought it would be nice to, yeah, just get out, have a nice walk. I did actually go for a run this morning. I haven't done any exercise in like a week because I have had a bit of a chesty cough, but it felt really nice to get out in the fresh air this morning. I actually haven't had breakfast. I need to eat. I think it's like 10 AM already. I've just been working away and I completely lost track of time. But let's go and see what I can make. I don't know. I have no idea what I even have. Well, first of all, I'm very excited by my advent calendar. It is, of course, the 1st of December, and my mum bought me the absolute dreamiest advent calendar of teas. And not only any tea, Parker tea, which is my absolute favourite. I've just spotted number 1. Feel new. This is the one that I have all the time. I've been having this every single day in Sussex. That's so funny that that's number 1. Right, okay, let's make some tea first. Right, let's have this tea. I can't believe I forgot about breakfast. That is so unlike me. For breakfast, I'm just going to do something really simple. I've got my favourite chocolate granola here. This is by Whole Earth, and it's unbelievable. And then I also have my Plenish hazelnut milk. And then I also took this out of the freezer last night. It's some stewed apples that I made before I left because I had some apples going off. So I've just, I stewed them with, is that a thing? Can you say I stewed? That just sounds really weird, I don't know why. But we have cinnamon in there and I think a bit of maple syrup if I remember correctly. So I'm just going to add that onto the top. There we go, a very simple but delicious breakfast. The apples smell like Christmas, so lovely. And I'm so happy to be back in my flat. I really did miss it actually, as lovely as it was to be in Sussex for lockdown. Speaking of Sussex actually, you're about to see a little clip that I did film in Sussex just before I came back to London. I was just packing up my stuff and I wanted to give you a little Christmas gift suggestion, so I really hope you like it. I am starting to think about wrapping presents and I am going to film a whole video on eco alternative ways of wrapping presents this year. So that video is coming. But in the meantime, I just wanted to tell you about the Origins Christmas gift sets because they are absolutely gorgeous and they are flying off the shelves. And I wanted to tell you about this now while stocks last. They are absolutely beautiful and the theme of their Christmas gift sets this year is the Nutcracker, which I adore. I just think these packages are so cute. And they are actually eco-friendly. They've used FSC certified wood fibres and any trees that are used for the packaging are then replanted, which is absolutely brilliant. It tells you on the back actually, for every tree harvested, new ones are planted and they're recyclable. So absolutely brilliant in terms of their eco credentials. Oh, the sun has come out. And then this one that I'm showing you right now is the Skincare Superstars, and it's basically 7 of their best-selling must-haves, and some of my absolute favourite Origins products are in here. And I just think this is such a beautiful gift to give someone, especially if they are a fan of Origins, because I bet some of their favourites are in here too. My favourite is the Ginseng collection, and we've got the eye cream here and also the gel moisturiser, both of which are beautiful. But we also have the Mega Mushroom Relief and Resilience Soothing Treatment Lotion, which is beautiful. I do love the Mega Mushroom. Here we have got the Frothy Face Wash, and we've got the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Hydrating Mask. This one here is the Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. And then I've already told you about the Ginseng Eye Cream and the Ginseng Energy Boosting Gel Moisturiser. And then the Super Spot Remover there at the end. So we've got some absolute gorgeous goodies in here. And like I said, these are flying off the shelves and they are going to sell out. So I just wanted to let you guys know about this while stocks last. I'll put the link in the description down below if you are interested. And like I said, I am going to be talking about some eco wrapping alternatives later on, probably in a few days, so definitely keep your eyes out for that. I also just want to say a huge thank you for the unbelievably kind messages left on my recent video that I uploaded on Sunday. I was completely overwhelmed with the response. I just went on that dog walk and had my camera and just started filming and chatting about, you know, everything. And I actually hadn't planned any of it at all. But I think that's why it resonated with so many people, because it was just so completely honest and raw. And I did feel incredibly vulnerable speaking so openly about something so personal. But the reason I did it was because I thought, you know, if this helps one person, it's worth sharing my experience with emotional healing. And I feel like it's helped lots of people, men and women. I've received so many private messages in the last few days and messages on the video, in the comments section, on my Instagram. It's just been absolutely amazing. And thank you also for sharing your own personal stories, because I know it's never easy opening up like that, but I think it really, really helps other people knowing that someone else has gone through something similar and you're not alone and you will get through it. And I think it's really important to remind ourselves of that. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much. It really, it warmed my heart, and I feel so grateful to have such an incredible positive community online. It really is, it's wonderful. I've just picked up an oat milk flat white from my favourite Bluebells coffee shop. It's so nice actually to come back and like say hi to all the local cafes and my favourite places. So I'm just going to walk down Portobello Road, going to pop in to one of the zero waste stores there that is absolutely beautiful, and say hi to Charles, who's the owner. I really love all of these random shops here. They're just full of like everything you could ever possibly need. And now we're at the fun part of Portobello Road. This is where the markets normally are. The grocery stores are always at the end though. We'll go and check them out now. Here we go. There's always lots going on. It's always quite entertaining walking down this road. This is my favourite part of Portobello Road. There's always something to observe. Can't wait for Electric Cinema to reopen. This is my favourite place to come for groceries, Devlin's. They have got everything. Just picked up some raspberries, figs and spinach. They're always so friendly there. They're always like, what would you like, darling? I've noticed there's like this real buzz about today and I couldn't figure it out. And now I know. It's because everything opens up tomorrow. Today is the last day of lockdown, so all of the restaurants and cafes are preparing to fully open. And I've just been like walking down Portobello and I can see like all the staff like rushing to get everything ready. It's quite exciting really. And I'm now just walking down Westbourne Grove It's very different to where we just were on Portobello, even though it's literally around the corner, but this is like the very high-end side. It's absolutely beautiful. It's completely immaculate at all times, and the shops are stunning, lovely cafes. Let the bus go by. Bodyism is just at the end there, where I go to a lot, and we've got Dalesford. I'm giving you like a little Notting Hill tour right now, aren't I? I don't really know why. This is the Zero Waste store. Liberté Chérie. It's so lovely. They've got some lovely things, so I'm going to pop in and see if they have any vegan cheese. Isn't it just the most beautiful store? I love the way that they've decorated this store. I've just picked up some dried apricots and some pasta. Pasta is amazing here. Hi Charles. I've just come to this little cafe called 345 Cafe on Portobello Road, and I bought some soup to go to take home. And they just gave me this little sample of a curry that they made this morning. It's absolutely delicious. This is why I love the neighbourhood. Everyone is just so friendly and chatty and just like gives you free food. It's amazing. Not a lot has happened since I last spoke to you. What time is it now? It is 7:15. I have just been sat on my sofa working. I've had emails to catch up on, I've had calls. You really haven't missed anything at all. And I've closed my laptop, ready for the evening, and I was thinking about ways that could help me sleep this evening, and I thought I would film this process to show you some things that I personally do to help have a peaceful night's sleep. These are little things that I have picked up over the last few months. I spoke in my last video about the fact that I have struggled with sleeping for the first time in my life, so it's all very new to me. I'm like, why aren't I sleeping? This is not like me. But I've really figured out a few little things that have helped me. There's nothing major here. It's all like quite basic stuff that I'm sure you know about already and probably do if you struggle with sleeping, but I just thought it would be really nice to film this routine. So starting off with your space. Now this is the first thing I do to help me get into a really positive and calm mindset. I really love to have my space very tidy, because I do believe that if you have a tidy space, you have a tidy mind. And so I just take, it's not like a full-on deep clean here, I just take a few moments to put the things away that I no longer need, and put everything in its little space, its own home, and I just create a very calm environment, and that sets the tone for the evening to come. This is how my flat is looking at the moment. If you remember earlier, this whole space over here was covered in parcels and mess and boxes and everything, so I've just spent a few minutes tidying everything up and tidying away my workspace. So this was an office 10 minutes ago, and it is now my cozy little chill out zone. So I'm going to light some incense, and this crystal over here, this rose quartz, is actually my incense holder. There's a little hole at the top, and this is my incense that I have on the go at the moment. This is by Psychic Sisters, and it is the healing incense. I also have some sage there that I probably need to use very soon, just in the flat. I sometimes do something called smudging. Google it if you want to know what that is, but this is something separate. Yeah, these are my healing incense sticks with orange and lavender. And actually, back to my crystal, the reason I have rose quartz is because I just felt like I was being really drawn to it. And rose quartz is known for healing, and it's also the crystal of love. So, and I also just think it looks so pretty. So I'm going to light one of these. I've only recently got into incense, really. I never actually used to like the smell, but then I found that there were lots of lovely options. How beautiful are my matches, by the way? This is by a brand called Forage and Bloom. They're a candle company, and Just think that's so, so stunning. There we go, so I'm just going to let that be. Now that I feel like there's a really cozy and calm energy in my space, I'm now going to do some yoga. And instead of doing Vinyasa flow, which is the yoga that I'm usually used to doing, and it's the kind of yoga that I am training in at the moment, I'm actually going to do yin. And yin yoga is known to be very calming and relaxing, so it's perfect if you're wanting it to help with your sleep in the evening. And I only ever practice yin in the evening, actually, because I do feel like it just really calms the nervous system. So I'm using the Power Yoga Company. I know that's completely contradictory, but I'm using the Power Yoga Company website because they have an amazing collection of online yoga classes to follow. And the Power Yoga Company is actually the company that I am training with for my yoga teacher training, and they do have yin on there as well. So because it's like my favorite yoga establishment, it's my go-to for at-home classes. So I'm just going to do 45 minutes of yin.
Just feel the whole body completely releasing. So in our yin practice, we start to explore that feeling of mild discomfort. Discomfort the soft tissues of the body. If there's any sharp pain or tingling, then we want to back away from that. Really try to let go of any reaching in the upper arms, and notice whether you're maybe trying to still reach for your ankle. And then over the few minutes in your square pose, you might invite some rounding and softening forwards over the legs, down towards the floor. You choose where your body invites you to feel. Carefully walk your hands forwards. Now, if you do want to have a cushion underneath your chest, just for a bit of support, maybe wrap a couple of cushions underneath your head for some support, or just have your spine just fully released to the floor, whatever works for you. How do you want to feel in your Shavasana? If a deep breath in and out resonates with you in this moment, then take one.
Such a lovely practice. You hold the poses for a very long time. I think we only did like 5 or 6 different asanas, but we held them for, I mean, it felt like 10 minutes each, but no, it would have been like 5 minutes or something. And you just really relax into the pose, relaxing all of the muscles, calming the mind as well. If any thoughts come to you, you just very calmly let them go and come back to the breath and focus on relaxing all of the muscles, including the jaw, the face, and the hips. We did a lot of hip opening tonight, which is where actually women especially hold a lot of emotions. So I personally find that consciously relaxing the hips in yoga, and especially in yin, really, really helps to calm the mind. Weirdly, with everything that I've gone through recently, I feel like you need to refer to my previous video to know what I'm referring to. I've had a lot of issues with my hips, with them just being really tight and causing me pain. And I've seen an acupuncturist and an osteopath and a few other people that have all said to me that they're not surprised, because when women go through anything particularly emotional, we can hold it in our hips, which I find absolutely fascinating because the timing is just like bang on with me. The correlation between trauma and then pain and tightness in the hips, it's unbelievable. So doing asanas and holding them for as long as we did tonight really helps. I'm now going to make some dinner. I'm going to make some pasta. I picked up this ravioli, I'll show you in a minute, from Planet Organic yesterday, and it looks really nice. I've never had it before, and I'm just going to make a really simple tomato sauce, just like tomatoes, onions, garlic. That's basically it. Really simple, but I feel like that tonight. So these are the ingredients for dinner. Very simple, as you can see. I've got an onion, some garlic over there. I picked up some vine tomatoes, some parsley, and some watercress. That seems a bit odd with pasta, but I just thought I would, at the end, add some watercress. We'll see how that goes. And this is the pasta that I was just talking about. So it's by Rossi. It's tofu and cherry tomato ravioli. So I think it's meant to replicate a cream cheese ravioli, I'm guessing. And it's also made with lentil flour, so it will be relatively high in protein. Oh yeah, here we go, rich in fibre and protein. Sounds really nice. I thought it looked quite interesting. So I'm just going to fry off the onion and garlic, add some chopped vine tomatoes, add some chopped parsley at the end, season with some salt and pepper, and I think that's literally it. I'm going to keep it very simple. The reason I'm including this in this little segment about how I have a peaceful night's sleep, or try to at least, is because cooking is really like a meditation for me. I find it so therapeutic. So after doing something like yin yoga, I really enjoy the cooking process. It's a time for me to reflect and really think about my day and really unwind, to be honest. So yeah, this is why it's incorporated into this whole like how I set the scene for a really good night's sleep. And I also always listen to peaceful music, and the one that I'm going to listen to tonight while I'm cooking is called Peaceful Piano, and it's on Spotify. I can't play it right now like in this video because of copyright, but yeah, if you just search on Spotify Peaceful Piano, the playlist will come up, and I actually listen to this while I'm working as well. I find it's really good for concentration, but also obviously to completely relax and unwind. And there we go, my pasta took no time at all, super simple ingredients, but I'm sure it's going to be absolutely delicious. I'm going to have a nice warm shower in a minute and use some body oils, but first of all I'm going to make a nice little nighttime kind of hot chocolate, I suppose. I love the Pukka nighttime tea, but I actually don't have any. I've had a little sneak peek on my calendar over here behind the door, and I get nighttime tea on the 24th, so they've saved the best till last. I will get some nighttime tea soon because I absolutely love it. But the one that I'm using tonight is the Bodyism Pure Serenity, and they do these gorgeous little supplement pouches. And this is their Calm and Relax Evening Blend enhanced with chamomile, essential amino acids and hops. And it really is like hot chocolate. You just add 1 scoop of this to hot milk or water, and it's so delicious. I genuinely love the taste of it, but it's very calming. So it's really good to have before you go to bed. And I have used the Plenish hazelnut milk again. I've actually done half a cup of hazelnut milk and half a cup of water. Look at how well these two go together. The purple and white. Oh, and the mug. Look at that, so on brand. I've just got this on the go over here. Just need to whisk it all up, and then it'll be good. I'm also going to take 2 capsules of the ashwagandha. This is by Wild Nutrition. Wild Nutrition are brilliant. I love their supplements. And ashwagandha, this is their plus, ashwagandha plus. There we go, just so you can see it. It's incredibly calming, and so it's obviously very good to take before bed. I normally take it about 30 minutes before I go to bed, but also it's very good if you suffer from anxiety or stress. So even just throughout the day, just taking some ashwagandha can really help calm your nerves. So yeah, that's what I'm going to take now. So this combined with the tea is like a gorgeous concoction to just rest your mind and settle you in to the night ahead. Oh, so good. I'm excited. Delicious. There we go. Nice, calming hot chocolate. Right, so skincare is done. I've got my hot chocolate here, and I have just filled my hot water bottle up. My grandma gave this to me a couple of weeks ago, and to be honest, I thought I'm never going to use that, but it has been an absolute lifesaver because it gets really cold in here, obviously, at this time of year. So yeah, this has been lovely. I may read a bit of this book that my friend Venetia lent me, and I just want to show you the Sleepcast that I have been listening to. So if we go on to Headspace, I spoke about this in my last video and I couldn't remember the name of it. So we go to the middle, sleep, and then scroll down, you'll find Sleepcast, and it's this one. Rain Day Antiques, and it is the only thing that really helps me get to sleep when I'm struggling. So once I finished reading my book, I will probably put this on. I never make it to the full 45 minutes, which is a very good sign. Oh, also, you can see my screen, I've got night shift on. Definitely set this on your phone if you have an iPhone. I think other phones do it though anyway. I have mine come on at about 7:30 p.m. and it just helps you to switch off. I think the blue light can really affect your sleep, so that is definitely something to consider. And I am fully prepared for a good night's sleep, hopefully. I've done all the right things. I've ticked my list off of all the things to do to have a peaceful night's sleep. I really hope this helps you if you're struggling with insomnia or just any kind of disturbance of your sleep. Hopefully these things will really help you and there'll be something for you to take away from this video. I'm going to cuddle up to my hot water bottle and read my book and then listen to my Sleepcast. I hope you've enjoyed this first day of Vlogmas. I will see you either tomorrow or the next day. Bye.